guys, it's Heather with another plant-based recipe for you, and this one is perfect for Thanksgiving. You know, on Thanksgiving when everybody else is in a turkey coma and they're breaking out the pumpkin pie, it can be kind of tempting for you, but you can have this wonderful dessert instead. It's a pumpkin mousse. And best of all, it only has 5 ingredients. It has no sugar, no salt, no oil, but I swear it's really tasty and everybody's going to be wanting your dessert. So let me show you how to make it. It's super simple. It'll take 5 minutes and all you really need is a food processor and a rubber scraper and these ingredients. Of course, you can't have a pumpkin mousse without pumpkin, so I'm using this aseptic box of organic pumpkin, but a can of pumpkin works great too. If you do use a can or a box of pumpkin, and then you're going to want to make sure it's just pure pumpkin and not the pumpkin pie mix, because that has eggs in it and sugar and other stuff that we don't want. So we just want the pumpkin. And I'm using 1 cup of sweet potatoes that I've roasted and peeled and ate the peels because they're really yummy. And I cut it into some little chunks, and that just makes it easier for the food processor to really process. Then for the sweetness, we have these dates. These are medjool dates. 15 pitted dates, so I got them from Trader Joe's. I picked out the pits, and then on them I poured 1/2 cup of boiling water, and that is going to really soften them and make them gooey and delicious and the right texture for our pudding, for our pumpkin mousse. And finally, it wouldn't be pumpkin mousse if it didn't have the right pumpkin pie spices. And so we're going to use a tablespoon of the pumpkin pie spice. And that's all. 5 ingredients if you don't count the 1/2 cup of water. And I'll show you how easily this goes together. I've got my food processor set up with the S-blade. And the first thing I'm going to put in is the dates, and I'm going to let them go for a minute by themselves. So just the dates and all the liquid. And this is going to help us make a kind of a date paste before we get started. So I'm going to pulse it a couple times, and then I'm going to let it go. And it really doesn't take very long to get it the right consistency. All right. And now I'm going to just open it and scrape down the sides a little bit. You want to do that constantly throughout the recipe. Just scrape down the sides. All right. Next thing to go in is going to be the sweet potato chunks. Again, that's 1 cup of the roasted sweet potato. You know, you could steam your sweet potato. You could make it in your Instant Pot pressure cooker or other electric pressure cooker. However you want to do that would work just fine. Just a second here. All right, after each ingredient, I'm going to go ahead and process it for just a minute. This works the best in a food processor, but if you don't have one, you could use a high-speed blender like a Vitamix or a Blendtec. I have tried it with the NutriBullet, and I found that it didn't work very well. It just seems like it maybe needed a little bit more room to move around. All right, now I'm going to put in my pumpkin. This does have a tear off thing, but I've never had very good luck. Okay, I guess I'm having a good luck with it today. All right. I'm adding all that yummy pumpkin. Get it all in there. Okay, that's going to give it the yummy pumpkin taste. And I'll go ahead and add my tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice at the same time. You know, regular pumpkin pie has eggs, which we don't want, both because of animal cruelty and also because of health considerations. It also has sugar, which is terrible for you. You've heard of antioxidants? Sugar is an oxidant. It's going to make you age. So we want to stay away from sugar. Sugar is more addictive than heroin, they say. So we're going to stay far away from that. And it also has lard and white flour. Just a lot of things that we don't need in our bodies. And so we're going to make this pumpkin mousse and we're going to eat it instead. So just 1 second. And we'll get fiber and beta carotene, and it'll still be, and the spices actually have a lot of antioxidant effects. And the dates are the best way to sweeten things. That is a whole fruit and nothing but the fruit. That's what Chef AJ says. So I think this is going to be a lot better for us. And I'm just going to let that go for a minute. And while I do, how about I get out a really beautiful way to serve it. So I have my blue goblet. I'm going to stop at one time and just kind of scrape it down again because we want all those tastes to get together. Already it smells just like pumpkin pie. It's everything you love about pumpkin pie and nothing you'll regret the next day. Nothing you'll have to jog off. Alright, I could let that even go longer if I wanted to, but I want to show you how good it is. So I'm going to just put it in this goblet, or I could put it in a little bowl. Let's put it, I might put it, you know, if I was serving it to family or friends, I might put it in the goblet. If you like cashew cream, or if you're using that, you know, if you eat nuts, that might be a good thing to put on top to make it a little bit more like regular pumpkin pie. One thing I like to do, I would put it in a prettier dish, but one thing I like to do is just put a little bit of the pumpkin pie spice on top just to make it pretty. But let's taste it and see what we think. Get a little spoon out of the drawer. Okay. All right. Is this going to stand up to the taste of pumpkin pie? Let's see. I love it. You can taste all the spices, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, and the dates make it super sweet and yummy. This feels like such a treat. I better stop this before it turns into a mukbang because I want to eat all this pudding right now. Please try this, guys. You know, one thing that you can do with it also is just take the pudding and put it in one of these, once you've made it, put it in a blender, add your favorite plant-based milk, and then you have a pumpkin milkshake. And that's really good too. So I hope you'll try this And I hope you have a very happy Thanksgiving. And I am super thankful that you are watching my channel. And I'm really thankful that you are doing something so great for yourself, eating a plant-based diet and being so kind and compassionate to the animals and the people and the planet. So a lot to be thankful for. Happy Thanksgiving, you guys. Enjoy.